Wow, it's a beautiful afternoon. So Holly and I are going to pop to pick up Kia, and then we're going to go to B&Q, and we're going to try and get some very long bits of wood in there. I'm not sure it'll fit. It's 2.5 meters, well 2.4 meters, 2,400 millimeters, and have a look inside. Hold on. So I'm hoping that I don't have to have the window open, and that it'll fit in the back here. You can't see it very well, can you? Hold on a minute. So I'm hoping it'll fit in the back. Either, well, the 2.4 won't fit there with that seat down. These seats come down, but it might fit if we balance it along here or diagonally across there. And we'll have to put something up on that surface to stop it damaging. So I've got a couple of rags, got a couple of these, which are very good. They should help, and we should be all right, hopefully. So we'll get off. Holly, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Come on. Right. Okay. Well, we'll see you when we're there. It's beautiful. Oh, absolutely! Look at that sun. Look at that sunshine. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Right. Good. 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 Let's go then. You go around the other side. Okay. Right. Tell you the worst thing about this time of year is flies. There's hundreds of them. Right. Off we go then. You're set. We're just thinking if we put it, we put it across here,
Probably.
diagonally across there.
We'll put
to
the
the
seats
back.
in the back.
Yeah, yeah. Should be alright, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Hurrah! And finally we get to B&Q, and we've actually done a video a bit around, but it was too late by the time we got here. So we bought some wood, and we've managed to get some of the wood in the back, which is fine, but there's some 2 metre stuff. I think this is 2.4 metres. And clearly the question is, can it fit in the Leaf? Well, here we go, we'll find out now. Well, as you know, or you don't know, the Leaf has these little buttons on the back seats, and so if you pull one of these up, the Leaf seat goes down, and if somebody sat in the front, look at that, 2 metres plus 2.4 metres, and it goes in just about. So we get both of these plus these two. Holly, what I think I might do is give you this coat for inside the front.
Yeah, well, I've got Kia's for inside the front.
Hold on, let me have a look. No, I mean the bit you've got to protect is that bit. So put those over there. So those ends, right?
Yeah.
Just cover them over. That's it. Good. I'm going to close the door now. Are you locked in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ha 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 ha. One more to go. Let's start jousting. Hold on. Thank you, B&Q Warrington. So now that I would not have been able to do in the Corsa. So that is just awesome. Just push it in there, because this bit might come down on there, so I might have to move it that way a bit. Let's just try that now. See if it closes. Oh, you can't see, can you? Yeah, that's going to close. You can't see, but I can. Look, see. It clears quite well. You just came into shot now. Kia's trying not to be in the video. So here we go. There it is, indoor shot, and awesome. Are you alright there, darling? You sorted?
Yeah.
Good. And so, close the back door, and it just remains for us to put the trolley away, and the job done. We can carry 2.5 metre lengths of wood. That's just awesome. Excellent. So there you go, beautiful day and a great result. Got the wood in the back of the car, even though we didn't think we would. And right, time to go home. Excellent. Look at that. That's what we've got left after coming back. 28 miles. So that's been into Manchester, out of Manchester, over to Asda, over to B&Q, and then back home again. And we're back home now. Hello.
Tired.
Good, isn't it? Right. A successful trip was had by all. Good stuff. So 2.4 metres does fit. And
I'm going to go open the back gate.
okay, see you in a bit. So good stuff, 2.4 metres. That's 2,400 mil. Very good. Fits. And there's a bit more, there's a bit of room to spare with that. So if you've got some big, you know, bits of wood, then you can do that. I'll turn off. Awesome. I think it's time to plug in. Morning. Well, we're down here at Birchwood again to have a quick check out of these pod posts, see if they've changed them or not. There was some rumour that they were going to change them, but I don't think they have done yet. So we'll have a quick look. Here we go. This is Birchwood Shopping Centre, and here are the two pod points. Hooray! Except they're pretty useless for me because I don't have a 3-pin charger, and I believe that they are still 3-pin chargers. So we're going to have a look. Okay, so what we need is a pod point card, which is in here. That's the one there. Just leave that there for a second. Have a look. Yeah, no, it's still a 3-pin. Still a 3-pin, so I can't use that, sadly. It would be really good if they'd actually put, I'm sure that would be the same. It would be really good if they put proper, oh, this one didn't even work. Right. Okay, so the right hand side of Birchwood is not working. Left hand side is working. But, as I said, it's a 3-pin plug. So, if you haven't got a 3-pin plug charger, then you're out of luck. Okay, so there you have it, guys. If you go down to Birchwood, the pod point on the right hand side is non-functional. It won't accept a card. It certainly didn't accept my card. The left hand side is working okay by the look of it. It certainly opened the pod point, and it's got blue lights on it, so I'm assuming that means it's working. It's still disappointing because Birchwood won't attract EV shoppers if the charge points don't allow them to sit here and do some charging, which defeats the object of having charge points and electric vehicle spaces, which is what we've got here. Anyway, just thought I'd give you a quick update. It is June the 10th, 2015. It's probably about a year since we were first here, and the only thing that has changed is they've changed the disabled sign to electric vehicles only, which is good. At least they got that sorted. Right, that's your update for now. There we go. Where does that go? It goes here. Right, so Richard needs to go to goes there. Yeah, gonna go and see a movie. Tonight's the night that Jurassic World is out. So gonna give him a quick lift. And it looks like it's going to actually be a nice sunset. It's got a good colour. But you know what? The clouds up in the sky look a bit heavy with rain and thunder. Oh. So yeah, so done a quick charge, and temperature quite well. And we've not been charging that long, blimey. 94% with 90 miles. That's pretty good, isn't it? And that's not even with eco. 95 with 5 miles to go. So that would have been another 100 or so, I guess. I'd have let it get there. So what we'll do is tomorrow, after tonight's charge, I'll check where we're up to with it. So where could I be where there are so many plugs in the near vicinity? Well, I'm in Manchester city centre, and I've just done the normal journey in, 16 point, actually slightly less than the normal. I must have started it slightly later, but I've got 85 miles, which is really good, and the energy economy is 4.2. Morning, good morning. Well, actually it's afternoon. It's about 1:40 in the afternoon, and done a full recharge because we've got a very interesting journey today. I'll tell you about it in a second. Have a look. Okie doke. So on the dash we've got 96 miles with eco on at 100%, and well, I'm off to Amsterdam for a couple of days. So I'm going to be parking the car in a special airport car park over at Liverpool. So what I'm going to do is park the car there, leave it for a couple of days, then come back and then drive back. So there should be plenty of charge. We're up to 100%. So we'll see how it goes, and off we go then. Okay, so about 40 odd minutes later, managed to get to the airport, and we've actually got a car parking space booked, but I'm too early and I don't want to get charged extra for parking half an hour early, so I'm going to sit out here in the sunshine for a few minutes. It's absolutely wonderful. It's 19 degrees. It's about 24 minutes past 2. And I'm just going to enjoy its peace and quiet for a few minutes. Can't actually remember the last time I sat peacefully and quietly. It's a long time. So I'm going to enjoy 15 minutes or so, then we'll get on our way again, and we have to be at the airport car park for 14:45. Which is literally 20 minutes. It's about 5 minutes from here, so we'll do 15 minutes waiting, and then we'll go and see what we can see. In the meantime, it's absolutely gorgeous. Very nice day. I'm glad to be flying out in this. The weather forecast for the end of the week when I come back isn't very good. Apparently there's a hurricane coming over from America. So that's not a pleasant flight back. Landing into Liverpool, it's always a bit windy. Anyway, should be okay. If it's overcast, I don't mind so much, as long as it's not bumpy. Today should be glorious, and we'll do a bit more when we get into the airport. Right, see you in a bit then. Bye for now. Well, you can tell I've arrived. There's a plane. We had to park over here. Not quite sure where we are. Zone H. That'll do. Zone H. And I can see that building there, so that's good. God, it's absolutely superb. What an absolutely wonderful day. Very beautiful weather-wise. That jet is an EasyJet. That's one of the ones we're going on. So I've got to get my stuff over there somewhere, so I'll go and do that now, and I'll catch you when we land, hopefully. Okay, well, we're on the plane and just getting some fuel, and then we'll be on our way. One day these will be all powered by batteries, but not at the moment. I think they're fueling out there. Oh, he's gone. Must be ready to go. See you soon. Okay, welcome to arrivals. We're here. We're in Amsterdam at Schiphol Airport, and it says welkom in aankomst. Don't know what that means, but there is a Starbucks. Right, find a taxi. And I'm outside now, and the first cab I see is that guy there, and it's a Tesla. How awesome. Welcome to Amsterdam.
This is a step further than the Leaf.
Oh, it's a big step further than the Leaf. That's an understatement. So I'm sat in a Tesla and we're going past Schiphol Airport. There we go. See you later, airport. So wow, as I said when I came out, I couldn't believe there were Teslas queuing up to give me a lift. So here I am, I'm in a Tesla. Wow. Look at that. Awesome.
Almost an accident.
Well, I learned it on video. Nearly.
Who's there to blame?
Yeah.
That's
awesome. This is just so good. It's so quiet as well. It's lovely. Look at that dashboard.
of course.
Yeah. So how long have you been driving a Tesla?
5 months now.
Wow. And how do you like it?
Never a problem with it.
Fantastic.
It's the range is 430, and that was the problem we were expecting. That the range would be okay. But it's 430, average days 350 to 380. So
Yeah.
it's not causing troubles on a day of work.
And where do you go to recharge? Do you have a place to do a rapid charge somewhere?
We got 4 superchargers in the company.
Awesome.
And Tesla is offering free places, so if you need a load, you can charge it for free in Tesla place.
That's just great. Do you mind being on the? Do you mind being? Is that okay?
No worries.
Fantastic.
In the beginning, it happened all the time.
Oh wow!
We had pretty much the complete wheel press in the car.
I'm not surprised. It's a fabulous motor.
Had to do with a new to be earned contract in the airport.
Yeah.
The company signing in, we already worked the airport for about 4 years. And signing in, you had to take green. And most of the companies thought hybrid would do it.
But no.
They didn't. Only the electric ones succeeded to come close to the deal. And because our company is pretty big and already worked the airport for 4 years, we got the deal in. Of course, you have to. If you're driving electric, you cannot go with a small city car. So luxury-wise and also luggage-wise,
Yes.
you got so much space.
So much space.
Yeah.
And it's a luxury vehicle, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it really is lovely.
It looks good. Looks good on the outside, but also the inside.
Oh yeah.
Just had a lady. She said, "Oh, it looks sexy on the inside."
Sexy,
And
right? Okay.
I thought she was talking about the driver.
Oh wow. Maybe she was. God, the screen's beautiful. I didn't realise how good the screen was. I've never seen inside one. I've seen one from standing outside before.
That's it.
So this is where we're going, is it?
I could put it in probably.
Awesome. I love the dashboard. It's beautiful. So here we are, calculating the route.
Yeah. So it's going to give me. That's also very good. Blue is okay. If it starts to get orange, it's like slow driving.
Slow driving.
If it's red, it's jammed up. And if you, for example, want to see what's happening here, you can actually see the building.
Wow.
So if I'm looking for a certain place and I don't know what's happening,
You can see it.
Yeah,
You can look at it.
You
That's
look
awesome.
at it and go like, oh, no, I know that place.
That's fantastic.
And a small guy in my cab, doing pretty much the same you were doing.
Yeah.
The age was 12. And I started explaining the cab. He said, yes, I know everything, but I'd rather talk about the four-wheel drive because that's more exciting.
And the dual. Yeah.
And he was like maybe 10, 12 years old.
Awesome.
This little guy knew almost anything about the car.
Right. I mean, what's interesting there is he's growing up into a world where this will be normal.
Yeah.
And we've experienced that, or we're experiencing that changeover now. And I find it really interesting that a lot of people don't really quite get it yet. They kind of do, but they don't trust it. And I think once Tesla brings out his Model 3, whatever that's going to be.
No, but I think what Tesla did was very smart. If we start a brand, we start small, go bigger.
Yeah.
They started with very luxury cars.
Yeah.
So it's like an eye catcher.
It is.
Doesn't need marketing like that because everybody's going like, wow, that's a beautiful car. What does it do? How does it look? People will buy it. First the rich ones, so other people will look at it.
That's right.
And the whole story behind Tesla is he doesn't need marketing, he's claiming. And that's a true story because it's selling itself.
Yeah, I've been following him for about 18 months, maybe a bit longer. And I couldn't, I can't afford to have a car like this back at home. But I was sat in my little Vauxhall Corsa and talked to a camera about it and just said, we're going to give it a go. We've chosen the Nissan Leaf. That looks like a good bet. And I tell you what, it was the best thing I've ever done. It was, in terms of buying a car.
Yeah, but I think that's the breaking point as well. Affordable cars.
Yeah.
If Tesla's, because they're developing the middle class car at the moment, if they can make a car like 30, 35.
I think it's coming. Yeah, I think it's coming.
But that's the breaking point.
Yeah.
If that doesn't come, then it's another 10 years of talking driving electric and also governments. Our government is really into it. You get like green tax. You can put it on a company, so you get more free. And it all has to do with benefits. If you don't get enough benefits, like in Britain, there's not a lot of English people having a Tesla because infrastructure is not okay.
Yeah, it's slow at the minute, but it's coming. There is a charger near us, which is good, which I'm pleased about. I live in the middle, and the middle to the left, near a place called Warrington, between Manchester and Liverpool. And there's one at Stockton Heath, which is just to the west of Warrington.
Yeah, but I think what they also do here, if you buy one, you get like your station to charge it for free.
Yes.
They put it in front of your house.
Fantastic.
Also a big deal.
Yeah.
So like that, you can really get people into driving it. Otherwise,
I have a charger on my drive, which was fitted for free, but I upgraded it. I had to pay to upgrade it because I wanted to do a faster charge.
Yep.
I wanted to do a 4-hour charge, not an 8 or 10 hour.
We got superchargers, so you can actually do it within 80 to 90 minutes.
Wow.
Full charge. But Tesla's saying that if you overdo it, or do it not.
Yeah, just do it to about 80%. They say, don't they?
Yeah, otherwise you're just burning away your batteries, I think.
My boss has just said, you can get a train if you want. Wait till he sees this. Sorry, Ian. Oh dear.
in a good one.
Yeah.
That's also a funny trick.
Look at this.
For driving in the city, this is so good because you know exactly what's happening behind you.
That's great, isn't it?
Bikes and scooters.
You'd be able to see anybody that's coming up behind you. Why don't most cars have that? That would be...
This is only... But most of the cars got this to put it in reverse.
Yeah.
If you put it in reverse, the camera will go on. But this,
mine does that.
Yeah, but this is one you can actually put it on while driving.
That's a fantastic idea.
And they claim to be the most how do you say that? Safe cars.
Safety, yeah. It's the safest car on the road, isn't it? It's one of them, if not. I believe it broke the crushing machine, and that's what they always say. That's what Elon Musk always recounts, the story that they put the car into the machine that squashes them, and it broke. Broke the machine.
then he did a good job.
Yeah.
But if you see how it was built, often look up that complete documentary about how it's built.
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah, it's fantastic.
And I keep on watching it.
Yeah,
because it's so much more than just building a car. It's building a factory. It's looking into the future, and they use, I believe, a fifth of all their space they got at the moment down there.
Do they? I don't know. I know the Gigafactory is on its way, but it's not going to be ready till next year, is it?
No, but it's like they're using a small piece of it, and they're already thinking about how they're going to do the rest. About how to go further than that. You're really doing something.
Yeah, I think he is a visionary.
But also to put the complete technology out in the streets.
Yeah.
That's how. That's most of the people who would bring it on the market would keep it to themselves. And he's so noble. He want to change the world. He want to get people into driving electric.
Yeah.
And if you put the technology on the streets, then other people are able to do certain stuff.
Yeah, it's certainly exciting. It's certainly.
Yeah, but also the big brands have to think really carefully and quick now what to do.
The bigger car brands.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
BMW has got this i3, but Mercedes, Audi, BMW, if they don't step into it, I think they're going to lose a whole lot of.
Yeah. I think there was a thing on Flipboard last week that BMW have put forward a proposal to put charging posts in lamp posts because they're attached to the national grids.
Oh, okay.
So that you'll be able to just stop and plug in.
but that's the way to do it.
Yeah, but you've got to have it everywhere, haven't you? At the minute it's here and there.
No, but that's the good thing about Tesla. Tesla started when we started working with it. It was like 40 points, and now it's already grown until 80 points throughout the Netherlands.
Wow!
So you got more and more possibilities to charge.
Yeah.
Gas stations are jumping into the market.
Yeah, and they because they are much more distance. They have the ability to go for 200 or 300 miles.
Yeah.
Whereas my Nissan does about 90 miles, 90 to 100 miles, depending on how you drive it. But if you go on a motorway, you get about 80 to 90. So it's not a massive amount, and then you have to charge. So unless there's an IKEA nearby, which is where the rapid chargers are in the UK, you find it hard to, you think, oh, the other places on the motorways, of course. But you find it, you have to think about your journeys and plan them very carefully.
And that's a bit of the problem with this car.
Yeah.
I was speaking to a German gentleman. He bought a Tesla when he just came out. He sold it again because he had to do too much calculation, too much figuring out.
Too much fiddling around. Really?
Yeah.
I think that's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but he was like doing Germany to Swiss a couple of times a week.
Right.
And he said if I normally drive like 8 hours, now it's like 4 hours, stop somewhere, charge.
Right.
And that's a bit
That's
of
a
the
lot
problem.
of charging, yeah.
But I think because of Tesla, the battery industry is already jumping into that story as well.
Yeah.
Because now they can see if they can make better batteries, then it's good business for them, but it's also another step further to more range, more power.
Yeah. And it's happening, I think. Well, Elon Musk has done so much he's using smaller batteries, isn't he?
Yep.
And I think that's where everybody else is making the mistake. They're all using big batteries and fewer of them, where he's using small ones.
But just the technology is like almost old-fashioned.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
very smart how these people just took it, because if you take the old DAF 47,
Right.
that's like without transmission, just hit the gas and drive. That's
Yeah.
pretty much the same story what we got here.
Yeah. And you'd have to think about gears, and you'd have to think about.
But especially with the gear thing, that's crazy. The feeling you have once you kick it.
Yeah. Okay, well, we've arrived.
Safe and in one piece.
Safe and in one piece. Thank you ever so much.
No worries.
What's your name, sorry?
My name's Eric.
Eric. Great to meet you, Eric.
All my pleasure.
And thanks for telling us all about the Tesla and
No worries.
all the...
Part of your job almost.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it, though, that there's such an interesting thing to do with it as well now.
And it's always a good conversation.
Yes. So here we are, actually in the hotel. It's called the Best Western Leeds Square. Leidser Square. I think that's what it's called anyway. Yeah. So what about that? A ride in a Tesla. And that's like, welcome to Europe. That was amazing. And Eric, the guy the taxi driver, really lovely gentleman, talked a lot about how their company started with Teslas about 6 months ago, and how they got 100 Teslas driving around Amsterdam within 1 week, all as taxis. And apparently the BBC and world television networks were all, news networks were all over it, trying to get in on the news. And he says it's fantastic. So that's great, as you heard. So, great. Okay, well, I've arrived. We're in the room. It's very nice. And I'm going to try and get some food now, because it's getting near 8 o'clock and I haven't eaten since 12. So, time for food. So, why would you come to Domino's in Amsterdam when you've got Domino's everywhere? Well... I have to say, I've just had a Domino's pizza from that Domino's there. That one there. Wow, that was blooming awesome. I had a medium-sized one, which is only actually a small one in our normal ways, with just a margarita and some pineapple on top. That's all I had. But I had it with a stuffed crust. Oh my word, I've never sat and waited for a pizza for years and years, and I think that's probably why it was so nice. It was absolutely fantastic. I'm so full now, I'm going to go for a walk. Apparently there's a river here, so I'm going to go and have a look at that. It's about 9 o'clock at night, and it's still bright like this. Amazing.
From the heat wave stole my emotions. I left my doubts when I was swept by the ocean, and every pulse from the tide was a finish line. A wave race we were made to ride. You and I were first in line, and we took them by surprise. I was with you.
One of the things about Amsterdam is there is so much of everything, because it is, of course, the capital of the Netherlands. Cars, trams, boats, bicycles, mopeds, motorbikes, more trams, more bikes, and in fact, lots and lots of bikes. and the bikes are everywhere. Literally, riding by the side of the pavement, there's a little, almost like an indentation in the pavement. And the traffic crosses in front of you, at the side of you, behind you, and it's a bit wild, really. I guess you get used to it. I mean, there are trams in Manchester, but there aren't as many as there are here. This place is full of them, and you can hear them coming, and mixed in with the bikes, bendy buses, bikes, people on foot. And then you find places like this just tucked away, quietly sat there doing their own thing. It's a small restaurant hidden by the side of the river on a busy street. And then there are these canal buses which you can just step onto, apparently. I'm not going to try that, I don't think. But they seem to be fairly frequent too. There's another one there. Slightly different now. This is a complicated junction. We have cycles, trams, buses, bikes, mopeds, cars, and people. So, if you look at this pavement, you see two different colours. This is for people, this is for bikes. That's why people don't walk in that bit, generally speaking. A tram. And again here, you can see the road is divided. There's it's almost like a ledge, and that's where bikes go, and then this is cars. We came up here earlier because the hotel is just around there. So here we are, this is what it's all about. This is Unite 2015, probably see it on the flags up here, and this is why I'm in Amsterdam. I'll take you through here. This is where a lot of the stuff is going on. It's actually lunchtime, so you get a lot of people about. Let's have a look in here. Main hall. This is where all the main talks are taking place today and yesterday, and there are 3 other rooms which are like this but smaller around the place. All really good. Lots of interesting people, lots of great talks, learning so much, brains a bit fuddled. It's the second day, lunchtime, so let's have a look at what else is going on. So Samsung are here, they're just behind me now. This is the Samsung Gear. That's really good. Qualcomm, who we know, AR, object recognition, pattern recognition on markers and interaction. Lots of other stuff, algorithmic over there. Speakers corner, lots of things going on. Sony PlayStation with Morpheus over there. We've had HoloLens. We've got Nintendo over there for the new 3DS, integration from Unity into developing for that. We got some great shader stuff going on just behind me here. This is awesome stuff, and the Blacksmith has just been released as a demo, which is going to allow us to see how they did lots of clever things in that. So that's why I'm here. and it's been a really good 2 days, so it's going to go home soon. That looks awesome. Have a look at this. Look at that. Awesome. Oh, well, it's all over, and I'm at Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam now. Unite 2015 is but a distant memory from a couple of hours ago. I had to leave at about 4:30 in order to get to the airport in time, in order to get stuff together, in order to get through security, etc. But anyway, so we're here at the airport now. I'm ready to go home after 2 fantastic days in Amsterdam. Thank you, the Netherlands, for being a great place. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. Excellent. Right, well, that's the end of this bit. Hopefully I'll be back on terra firma very shortly in the UK, and we'll pick it up there. Thank you. Right, back in the UK, back at Liverpool Airport, and somewhere over there, not quite sure where yet, is my car. Somebody at work asked me the other day, would the batteries be okay leaving it for a couple of days? Of course they will, but with that, interesting question, I guess. But yeah, should be fine actually. As long as you don't leave them for like 6 months with batteries charged, that's when it becomes a problem. But just leaving them for a few days is absolutely fine. So let's go and find the car. Can you see it? I can. There's a very well, familiar rear lights, which you can see. Hold on. There it is. Excellent. So hopefully all in one piece. Well, they've parked their wheels a bit odd. Let's see if we can get through this gap. There's a gap here, we'll go through this one. That's good. And there she blows. There's the car. Excellent. So off we go home. Well, I've just done a quick scan round. Have a look. All okay. All looking good. Wait a minute. Yeah, just a bit dirty from birds pooping on it, but we'll clean that off when we get home. Otherwise, all looking good. Just a bit of water. Great. Home. So I managed to get me badge, and I've got me stuff, and me this is what you go to conferences for, isn't it? Goodie bags, yeah. No, not really. But anyway, yeah, it was a great couple of days in Amsterdam. Learnt a lot, and probably the highlight was getting to ride in that Tesla. So thanks, Eric, for fantastic service from the airport to my hotel. I videoed pretty much most of the journey, so you've probably seen how long it takes to get from one to the other. And well, I hope it proved interesting anyway. So that's another episode over, and hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends, pass it round. Anybody who likes EV stuff, it's hopefully we'll get more subscribers. That'd be lovely if you don't mind. Thank you. Well, we'll see you next time on Our Friends Electric. Bye for now.